Pupils dilating. Inquisitive look. Psst. Psst. Are you responsive? Are you finally awake? Yes, it seems you are now. You're probably wondering what you're doing here. Shh, shh, no, shh, 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 shh. Quit talking so loudly. Shh, you have to be quiet. They could be listening. Are you perhaps delusional? What do you see? A flashing light. Well, good. That's exactly what it is. The other day, I noticed you watching me from across the street, and I could only conclude that you knew why I was there. And so, for security reasons, I did have to detain you and bring you here. What, you don't know why I was there? Are you sure? Because, you were looking at me pretty suspiciously. It was very suspicious. And so I thought that I should bring you here just to see what you knew. I'm always in search of fellow inquirers until the unknown. You don't know why I was... Well, this is a bit awkward. That's alright, though. Honestly, I don't very often get the chance to share my findings with anyone. So this is actually an exciting opportunity. No, shh, shh. You must be quiet. They are always listening, always watching. You have to be very vigilant. You have to be very quiet. So if you really don't know why I was on that street corner on that particular day, the reason is very simple. I was tracking a potential suspect in an ongoing conspiracy. I've been researching this particular conspiracy for quite a while now. You can say it is my expertise, my supreme expertise. And so, I think I might as well let it out into the open. I have compiled significant evidence. And so I think that I have a compelling case to present, if you're willing to listen. You'd rather I let you go home. Well, I can't let you go home. You already have seen too much. But if you're going to be here and seeing these highly classified things anyway, I might as well let you in on the conspiracy. I have uncovered a secret division of the government, which is researching the existence and society and potential uses of mermaids. That's right. I know it's shocking, but I have a compelling case, as I have suggested, and I will be happy to share that with you. But as this is highly classified, I do have to verify your identity first. You may say that you don't know why I was there on that particular day, but for all I know, you could be a spy, a secret government spy. And so, you understand I must check your identity for security reasons. If you'll give me just a moment, I will get the proper forms to verify your identity so that I may let you in on the conspiracy. No, it's very interesting, and you really have nowhere to go at this point, so just give me a minute. Thank you for your patience. So I just have to ask you a series of very basic, very simple questions that I need you to answer with the utmost honesty. What is your name? I see. Is that your real name? Well, we'll work off of that information for now, at least until I can get this to someone to verify. How do you spell that? I see. And how do you spell your last name? There we go. What is your date of birth? I will be checking this against public records. All right, okay. Were you born in the daytime or the nighttime? Yes, this is very important information. Okay, well, we can approximate. Approximation is fine. Where do you live? Well, yes, I must know where you live. How else am I going to know if you're a government spy or not? Yes, all right. On the off chance I am able to release you from my captivity here, I will not visit you at your place of residence. All right. And is that Avenue, Street, Circle? Gotcha. What is your place of business? Yes, I need to know where you work too. My research, my verification is very in-depth. Very thorough. All right. I will be checking that. I will be retrieving your pay stubs. Any information is available if you know enough about how the system works. All right. I think this is just about everything I'm going to need to verify your identity. Give me one moment while I run this against my public record system. I see. Very interesting. My verification has concluded that you are telling the truth. Thank you for being honest to your abductor. That's very considerate of you. Not a lot of people have been honest with me. Well, of course, I've had to do this before. I have to check out every bum that looks at me on the street. Come on. Any one of them could be a secret government spy. Alright. Well, given that I was able to verify your identity, I suppose I can let you in on the conspiracy now. I do have to teach you a very secretive, highly classified secret hand sign. So watch very carefully. Are you getting this? Did you get that? It's highly secretive. I have not shown many people the secret hand sign. I will ask you to repeat it at the end once I have divulged the highly classified information to you. In order for me to be able to give you any sort of communication freedoms, you will have to be able to produce that sign in the time that you are here. Alright, well, I guess I can tell you what I have been keeping secret, what I have been researching. I suppose I can now show you the truth. I'm actually a little nervous. Honestly, I haven't shown many people this information. So, this is still a work in progress. So, be gentle. I mean, not that your opinion will matter. I am the expert here. Okay, so what all should I tell you? Some of these things are very, 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 very classified. Alright. I suppose I can tell you at least this. There has been ongoing research in the development and discovery of mermaid assassins. That's right. Mermaid assassins to work for the government. You see, there have been This is very important information. How are we supposed to guard against mermaid assassins if we don't know they exist? That's the question. And so, we must do further research. This is just my preliminary findings. It only took me like 5 years to compile this information. I plan on spending a lot more time on these particular subjects. I have applied for several grants from the... I am suddenly realizing a flaw with my plan. Applying for grants to research the government from the government was maybe not the best move, but I am still confident that I will be able to expose this conspiracy. The first sighting was down here. Can you see that? Here. Are you able to see the laser? Is that something that you can see? Should I double up on lasers to make the laser more distinctive? I will do that for your benefit because I am just so considerate. But here's what I found. Alright, so the first sighting was down here near South America. There was a Navy boat scouring the area for a lost vessel. And no one knew where it had gone. So they ended up calling on, where is it? This is very, very difficult to find information, you understand. Very, very difficult to find. Very difficult to find information. They ended up coming upon what they believed to be mermaid civilization proof. They came upon several outpostings in the ocean, different formations of rocks that were inorganic in nature. They had formed very much so to look like a house. And if people have houses, it makes sense that mermaids would have houses too. And maybe that those houses would be houses in the rocks, in the sea. You see where I'm going with this? So, they never found the vessel, by the way. Very important information. Very important information. They were looking into this area here. And they found some carcasses. Some old carcasses. Some fins that looked not like a regular fish. And so they called in who I believe to be marine biologist Angelina Curell. Angelina Curell took those samples and she researched what types of sea life have these structures in their body, have these particular patterns of bones in their fins. that she had a partner in the marine biology lab, a woman by the name of Eleanor Xerxes. And Eleanor Xerxes worked with Angelina to compile a potential biological makeup for mermaid life. I believe, now, I found this on the internet, the very darkest of the dark web, and I believe that this is Eleanor Xerxes' original research. I have compared the handwriting from one of her old, high school essays, because back then it was the 1920s, and they were just all writing in just regular pencil. Nobody was typing anything. So I have compared that handwriting to the handwriting on this diagram, and it does seem to match. I believe this to be official documented evidence of mermaid physiology. You can see she has laid out the different structures of the mermaid physiology. She has laid out the skeletal system. See here, the skeletal system. And she has also defined the muscle structure. Very impressive work to discern the muscle structure from only bones. Very, very highly impressive. If I had the chance to meet Eleanor Xerxes, I would freak out. Yeah. But she compiled these old records of that muscle structure. And she also sort of speculated, it looks like, upon the mermaid cardiovascular system, which is actually, because of their gill structure, it is built into their whole bodies and not just lungs like humans would have, of course. They have air pockets throughout their upper body and also through their tail to circulate oxygen out of the water. So even when they're not coming to the surface the way that a dolphin or a humpback whale would, they're still able to retrieve oxygen from the water. Very impressive. Very impressive. And so, once this diagram was laid out, there was another sighting up here, right off of the coast of California in the late 1970s. And in this particular case, there was another naval soldier by the name of Rick Gatsby. And Mr. Rick Gatsby was out to port on the day of the prospective sighting, and he had given some testimonies to a creature in the water. Now he claims that this creature was a shark, but the physiology of the creature suggests that it was actually a very sturdy mermaid. Are you following? Is this clear? I hope that I'm conveying this clearly, because this is very important information. Okay. And then, yes, you have to hear the whole history. It's very important. It's very important information for you to know if you're going to be a part of this conspiracy. And I know that's not something you necessarily signed up for, but you're already here, so you might as well. Alright. Okay. And the proposed physiology of this sturdy mermaid I believe, was meant to be cataloged in this diagram. This diagram here. I found this on the internet as well. And I think that this was a sketch compiled by Rick Gatsby himself, trying to describe what he saw. Why do I think that? Well, just because I think that because it looks like what he described. Basically, it's very, very clear, very, very clear to understand. You can understand where I'm coming from here. Okay, so this seemed very much like what he described, and it had a more human physiology in addition to the aquatic physiology. And so, I believe that this was the mermaid he sighted on that day. Now, you may be wondering, what is the big deal between these two different sightings? Well, the big deal is that the physiology of the mermaid researched by Angelina and Eleanor Xerxes was very different from the physiology of the mermaid come upon by Rick Gatsby. And I believe that this second, sturdier mermaid was actually a scientific project in bioengineering, very early bioengineering, engineered by the government. As you can see, it all makes sense. I thought about it a long time, and the reason that they were trying to bioengineer a sturdier mermaid was so that they could establish a unit of mermaid assassins. Mermaid assassins. See, no one would ever see them coming because most common people don't believe that mermaids exist. And so, when enemy ships would be coming towards the United States, or when we were encountering any sort of other extreme mythical beast, I'm not sure what that would be yet, but that is my theory. We could use these mermaid assassins to take out those threats because no one would ever see them coming. So that is my current theory, a very highly researched theory, a very important theory. And so, why would they keep this a secret? You're wondering probably, why would they not tell anyone about the mermaid assassins? Well, first of all, it would contradict their general moral compass of the government, that they don't like to, engineer things unnaturally, because they would have gotten a ton of kickback from that. And then they also wanted to keep this technology to themselves, and so that's why they didn't tell anyone. Here's the thing, though. I believe that mermaids may actually be walking among us. Now hear me out. I know you're saying, well, mermaids have fins though, they're in the water. How are they going to walk among us? Well, I think that there's actually a species of mermaid that have been adopted for land by the government in more recent years. Just this other day, I saw this woman walking down the street. This was a different day from the day that you saw me on, just for the record. But I saw this woman walking down the street, and she was wearing a bikini under her shirt. I could see it. And I know you're thinking, why would anyone wear a bikini under their shirt in the middle of the spring when it's not even warm enough to go outside and swim? And why would you even bother with it if it's that cold outside? But I think it's because she was actually a mermaid. Oh, what's that one movie? The 13th Year? Something like that. She turns into a mermaid. That makes sense, right? And so I think that that's actually what they were working on, what they were developing. And so this is groundbreaking information. Very, very groundbreaking. And so you understand why I had to be so careful about my security when I encountered you at first. Because I am the only one who has this information, this highly secretive information. But I know you're thinking, what's the big deal if there are mermaid assassins? If there are mermaid assassins, doesn't that mean that the assassins would be helping us, that they would be defending us? Well, the thing is, I don't think that a mermaid assassin would be happy being a mermaid assassin. I think that the mermaid assassin would actually turn against us eventually. That's what I think that woman walking down the street was doing the other day. I think she was actually plotting the destruction of humanity. It's a very serious problem, and not a lot of people understand how serious it is. It's such a serious problem. I mean, if you look at the different pieces of research that I have here, they're very compelling. They're just highly compelling. And so you understand why I'm so concerned. Here, if you're still skeptical, I can show you. Okay, the first thing that I have to show you is this. Isn't it an incredible specimen? I found it at a yard sale, and I don't think that they realized what they had. I think this is a legitimate artifact from the Mermaid Society. If you look at the structure of this artifact, you can see that it is metallic, and also that it is shiny but worn, as it would be if it had been underwater. And then you can also see the very beautiful depiction of this mermaid, the likes that you might see if a mermaid were depicting themselves. This is even more concerning though, because the fact that they are able to make this sort of structure, this metallic structure, underwater is such a big deal. It means that the mermaid technology is so much more advanced than we might have thought. Get the rest of the dust off of this. Sorry, it looks like I got some on you. Just a moment. Almost got it. Sorry about that. I tend to get a little enthusiastic. But as you can see, this is a highly compelling piece of evidence. But there's even more. These depictions that I found at the thrift store match up almost perfectly with the descriptions of the mermaids gotten from the research of Angelina and Eleanor, and a completely separate depiction, which I will show you momentarily, almost perfectly matches the depiction from the statement of Rick Gatsby. It's very, very compelling evidence, very compelling. But if you see, it has the same structure on the tail. Here. I'm not good at doing it backwards. But you can see the exact structure on the tail as what was described by Eleanor and Angelina. Here is the other depiction. I mean, honestly, it has been characterized and cleaned up a bit. But I do think that this is an accurate depiction of the mermaid. A sturdy mermaid that Rick Gatsby came upon off of the coast of California. Very, very highly compelling. Very compelling. But then I have one more thing to show you. Something very important. Something so indisputable that no one could deny that my theory is 100% true. I happened to come upon this in the bookstore, and I could not believe my luck. This is an ancient dome, somewhere in the realm of like the 1900s, like not that long ago, I guess, but pretty secretive stuff. And it has a ton of useful information. It seems that while the government was trying to use mermaids as a weapon, there was a whole separate cult trying to preserve the sanctity and the legitimacy of mermaids as a people. And they have created this dome, this wonderful dome, to display all of the information they have garnered over the years about mermaids. It is so impressive. So I will read you just a short segment from the book so you can get an idea of the brilliance that we're working with here. It says, the Order's ancient and honorable Oceanic Council, Me Nymphae Audere Cantidum Edose, which means, teach me to hear mermaids singing. It's pretty on the nose, but I mean, I guess it's their group. They can do what they want with it. But they're just so cool. Like I said, all dealings with the merfolk are the responsibility of the Order of the Golden Quills Oceanic Council, an assembly of wise advisors from numerous lands, seas, and races. The Oceanic Council, in turn, is a branch of the Department of Salt Seas. This department, which handles all relations between saltwater and land creatures, is an arm of the even larger Ministry of Waters. You can see how deep this goes. There's like levels and levels and levels and levels to this particular group who have been trying to preserve the sanctity of mermaids in a corrupt world. This mysterious ministry has dominion over all the earth's rivers, lakes, and oceans, and is presided over by the 4 dragon kings of the sea. They're working together. The mermaids and the order are working together. It's incredible. It's incredible. I'm freaking out. These ancient monarchs live in palaces of crystal and pearl. When the ministry issues a judgment, it is delivered via waterspout, whirlpool, or tidal wave. Can you imagine the power they must have to be able to send communication through water? That is incredible. This is why it is so important. It is so important to expose this conspiracy to create mermaid assassins to preserve the sanctity of the order. It is highly important information, highly secretive information. And we are privileged to see this information. This is just a plethora of amazing information. It's so good. Look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. And look, it opens up. Whoever wrote this is a genius. And I believe that people who are able to join this order have the most honorable and distinguished positions. I would do anything to be on the order. Wait, what? You say you are on the order? Or you're joking. You're messing with me. You are on the order. And if I let you loose, you can go contact your other members of the order to let me in the order. I would be honored. I would be honored. I am so sorry. I had no idea who you were. You are an incredible human being. Have you ever actually met a mermaid? You have. What are they like? I want to know everything. Oh my gosh. So when you were researching this, how dangerous was it? How dangerous was it when you were researching this? I think this is incredible information. This is amazing information. I think this is so good. The Dragon Kings of the Sea? Have you met the Dragon Kings of the Sea? Oh my gosh. Okay. I've got to write this immediately. I am so sorry. I didn't know who you were. I am going to let you go immediately. Let you get back to your business. And I would love it if you could put in a good word with me, with the order. That would be so cool, because I would really like to be in the order. But I understand that this is highly classified information, and I know that you can't just let anybody in the order. But I mean, if you could, that would be incredible. I am sorry. I will let you go right now. Let me cut the ropes. Just a minute. Oh, it is just, I'll tell you, it is just incredible to meet you. It'll take me just a second to cut up these ropes. Give me just a moment. Thank you so much for your patience. There you are. You are free to go. I am so sorry. But if you could, just let me know if you have any updates on my status with the order. I know that I've probably got on the wrong foot here, But if you could give them sort of just put my name out there, I would really appreciate that. I would really, really highly appreciate that. So, you're free to go. I hope you have a great day. And remember that all of this has to be highly secretive, very, very confidential. I will tell did assure